Hi, I'm Alex. I'm currently a substitute for Renuka, the chemistry teacher at Blinar High School. I graduated here in May 19, which isn't that long ago, but I was lucky enough to get that job as a substitute because I did quite well in chemistry while I studied here.
What did you do after you graduated the IB?
So after I graduated, I actually got an unconditional offer for a university in the Netherlands, the Maastricht University, way before I graduated because I had quite good predicted grades. Unconditional offer means that they told me that I only had to pass. They didn't require any grades for me or anything. So what I did is once I graduated, I moved to the Netherlands, lived there for about a year until April, and because of the corona situation, I decided to come back and continue my education at the University of Oslo. So right now I'm doing my second year of my chemistry bachelor in the University of Oslo.
What other subjects did you have here at Blindern?
My story is actually quite interesting as I swapped many subjects throughout my IB career. Luckily for me though, the teachers at Blinar were very helpful, and even though I swapped from physics to economics after the first year and I had basically lost a full year in economics, I managed to get back on track and get a good grade in economics. So my subjects at Blinar were self-taught, English and Norwegian, both B. I took economics, mathematics as well, and chemistry.
How did you become a teacher here at Blindern after having been a student?
Actually, I was quite lucky to get that position as a substitute teacher, or in other words, as an assistant for Renuka. One day I decided to sell my old chemistry book actually, so I came to school to meet with a student who wanted to buy the book, and on my way out I met with the coordinator, the IB coordinator, Emmanuel, and we talked about, and because I was and I still am a bit underqualified, we had a nice chat, me, Emmanuel and Renuka, and we decided we can give it a try as Renuka needed some extra help. And after a while we all together decided that I could be the substitute, and I hope the students believe that I'm good enough and that I know enough chemistry to teach.
Would you recommend the IB to those who are considering it?
Yes, even though the IB was quite stressful, I would definitely recommend IB to everyone that I know, because even though you had a bit more work to do compared to the normal Norwegian high school, the benefits that you get when it comes to organization, to time management, I feel like I wasn't really doing my best before the IB because I didn't have a challenge. I've done really well in school ever since I remember, and the IB gave me the challenge that I needed. So as mentioned, the IB really helped me develop a lot of skills that I didn't really understand were extremely helpful at that point. For example, my time management and organization have improved tremendously, and I didn't really notice that before my first year in university, where I felt like I was doing way better than almost everyone else around me. Another skill that IB gave me was actually CAS, and even though many people believe that CAS is somewhat, it takes a lot of time and you have to, you're getting forced to do something, it's not really being forced. After a while it feels very natural. So for example, me and some of my friends, we decided to bake, which is a bit unusual, and I hadn't ever baked before, so we baked cakes and we decided to give out the cakes to the class so that they could taste. And I actually found that quite interesting and quite cool. Another passion of mine was Amnesty International, and I wouldn't know what Amnesty was doing before me joining the IB, as I wasn't very open, I didn't read enough, and I wasn't interested enough. But once I joined the IB, I found out that Amnesty International are doing an amazing job at a lot of different fields, and they're all about human rights. And I actually I was the president of Amnesty International for a short period of time, but I'm really happy that I took the IB.
And lastly, what's your best piece of advice for those who are planning to apply to the IB?
My best piece of advice, there I can give you a lot of tips, but the best piece of advice is to just try out. You don't lose anything by attempting to the IB. And also, I've noticed that the IB may be hard, but it's not hard to pass or to even do well. What's really hard about IB is to get a perfect score, for example. And even if you don't end up getting a perfect score, you're still going to earn a lot more than just academic skills. You're going to get friends for life, and I really mean that. So right now, people from my class, we're all spread around the world, and we're still in contact. I really believe that those people are going to be my friends for quite some time. Again, the best advice is to just try, and you can even do something like me to change subjects after a while, to just experiment and try and see what really fits you, and then decide what really is for you, because most of the people don't really know what they want to do in their lives. Most people don't really know which subject is their favorite, or they might like more than one subject. Taking the IB, getting to experience what it really feels like to study a subject more in depth. I feel that the subjects that you choose in high level, you almost get a taste of how it is like to study that subject in university, and that's a unique opportunity that you can't really get anywhere else.
That's all we had for you today. Thank you so much, Alex.
Yeah, thanks for the interview, and I wish you all the best of luck, and I hope we meet soon. So this is where we keep our chemicals, and we can easily go through the other chemistry class through here. This is where the magic happens.